Hey friends, you are with Kim Byers at the Celebration Shop, and today we are going to make the cutest Halloween costume. Not only that, it's inexpensive. I think I spent about $11, maybe $12 on the supplies for this project. And plus, I want to introduce you to the newest member of the EasyPress family, the Cricut EasyPress. It is the Mini. It is tiny and it's perfect for small t-shirts like we're going to use on this project, and for things like stuffed animals and shoes and ribbons and all those small things that you want to make, or even when you're making a larger project but you have like a small area that you need to get to, this EasyPress is going to be perfect for that. So let's hop over to Design Space. I'll show you what we're doing, and then we'll jump over to the craft table and we'll start putting it all together. Okay, so here we are in Cricut Design Space, and I've just gone into images and picked out a few things. So this is going to be a Bewitch Halloween costume for my 3-year-old niece. I think she's going to love it. Anything with, you know, like a little frou-frou skirt and wings, she's all over it. So I think this is going to be super fun. And what I did is I just grabbed the word bee and the word witch that was already in the images, and the hat and the little bee. So I'm going to give you access to this exact design file. Since all of this stuff is in Access, you'll be able to grab it just as it is. So if you want to make the same thing, and then you can just enlarge the grouping, you know, the group sets, or switch it up to fit the t-shirt that you are working on. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm using the Maker today, and we're going to go ahead and hit Make It. Okay, so that since we're using different colors, we're going to have to piece things a little bit. The nice thing is the bee came in together, and the little wings, and then its little tail. And so what we're going to do is, what I'm going to do is I want to be able to save as much material as possible. You guys know me. Anybody who crafts with me knows that I love to save my materials. So now that I've got them kind of where I want them to be, we're going to mirror them. Okay, so see what it did? Because I moved that, it got confused. So you may have to move it back over a little bit. Okay, so that one's perfect, and then we'll go to the gold, and it's kind of the same thing here. I'm just going to move it down to save a little bit, and we want to mirror image that. Okay, and it's still good. So now we're going to go ahead and send it to machine. So I am using a glitter, so you just want to make sure that you're setting your normal EasyPress for the front of the shirt to the right temperature for glitter. Now on the sleeve, that's going to be a little bit different, and we'll talk about that once we get to the craft table. Here on the craft table, I've got a couple of things. So I got these, this little skirt and the little wings and the little hat, all for $1 each. Yeah, $1 each. So I'll let you decide where I got those at. And then I got this little t-shirt that was only $5. And then I do have a need for some of the glitter iron-on. Not much. I think one of the designs was like 3 by 7 and the other was like 2 by 9 or something like that. So measure those, and of course, you know, I'm all about saving as much material as possible, but you'll need your glitter iron-on. And then I do always use a clear ruler to measure my t-shirts. I want to make sure that I'm getting the exact right placement as well as the best size for my t-shirts. And then I do use a straight edge cutter because I want to be able to cut my material, and I want everything to be in a straight line. It's just easier for me. And then of course I have a mat, and I have my Cricut Maker. The other thing, most important thing here, is the Cricut Mini. The box actually says Mini but Mighty, because basically this, even though tiny, does exactly the same thing as the large EasyPress. So when you are using this, you're still getting that 400 degrees, right? 400 degrees. So your design's not going to come off. And look how darn cute it is too, right? So now we're just cutting out each one of the designs on the Cricut Maker. Okay, so I have gone ahead and used my maker to cut out my 2 pieces of design. And so what I'm gonna do is weed that. And while I'm doing that, I have both of the machines warming up. So we're using glitter on a cotton poly blend. So that's gonna be about 330 degrees. Now on your normal EasyPress, you're gonna be able to set it for 330, which it's just reached. Now on your EasyPress Mini, it does not have the temperature like this. It's just going to have this button, and so you can press it once for low, 2 for medium, and then 3 for high. High is 400 degrees. Because it's 330 to do this glitter on this shirt, I'm going to go with medium, and right now it's just warming up. You can tell because the color is like this orangish red, and then once it's ready it will be green, a lot like your Cricut machine. When it's ready, you know, it turns green. So we're going to let those heat up, and we're going to go ahead and weed these and start placing them using our ruler, making sure that everything's in its right place. And we'll have this shirt made in no time. Everything's been weeded. Now what I want to do is I want to cut apart the various pieces of the design so that I can put them on the t-shirt the right way. So this little piece is its head, and then this is body, and it's okay, I want to make sure that doesn't go off. And this is the heart. And so this piece actually does not fit with it. So what I'm going to do is kind of trim it out so that I can place those in the right place. So I'll do that to all of this, and then we'll put it on the shirt in the appropriate spots. One thing to note, when you trim out your designs and you're doing multiple pieces like this at a time, make sure that you trim them close, because if your backing gets like overlapped, it will actually adhere together and you won't be able to get them off. And if it adheres over the top of a letter, it will actually, you know, be part of your shirt, so you don't want that to happen. So I have measured to make sure that each side of this is 3.5 inches on either side of the design. And I'm going to put this on, and then I'll come back and put on the small piece of my hat. And then we will use our EasyPress Mini to put a little bumblebee on her sleeve. Okay, so I've already heated it to 380 degrees for glitter. And all we do is we set it on top of the design, and I'm on an EasyPress mat, by the way. Gentle pressure. We hit the go button, and then we hold that for 30 seconds. And by the way, I did preheat the shirt with the EasyPress before laying the design on. And then once we get done with this side, we will actually flip it over and do 15 seconds on the other side. Okay, just got done with the back side of that, so we'll flip it back over. Now, when you're dealing with glitter, and the EasyPress guide, and I'll put a link down below the video for you, but the EasyPress guide will tell you exactly how many seconds to do, but it'll also tell you if it's a warm peel or a cold peel. And so this glitter is actually a warm peel. So you can take it off when it's warm, not super hot. I mean, give it a second. But then when you peel, always make sure you come from one corner. You don't ever just go straight across. Make sure that you peel from a corner. Okay, so we're going to test it a little bit. And if for some reason your design does not release, just place the backer back down and do it again. But it looks like this one is coming off quite nicely. Oh, how pretty. She's going to love this. She is going to love this. So I lifted it up and did the other piece, and now we should be able to peel. Look how perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now what we want to do is go back in and put those small elements in place to finish out our bee. But look at that, such a tiny little spot. It's kind of awkward because it's on a sleeve, and the EasyPress Mini did it beautifully. So we've got 2 pieces. We've got the little bee body with his antenna, and then we have his little head and a heart. So I'm going to go ahead and finish out the silver and put him in place, and then we'll do this, and then we'll be done. So it's pretty much exactly the same process as if you're using the big machine, but you're able to get in those tiny little details. Okay, so here we go. Now our last element, so we're going to put on the head and its little body and the heart, and light pressure, and then we're going to be done. And don't forget, peel from the corner, peel from the edges. Okay, and I just peeled it off. See how I mean, it turned out so perfect, and it's such in a weird place, and it's so dang cute. I love being able to do these little embellishments and be able to get them just perfect. So I think she's gonna love this bee witch with the little on the sleeve. I think it turned out great. I am so excited about my new Cricut EasyPress Mini. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed making that project with me as much as I loved hanging out with you. Please hit that subscribe button and join me every week for new projects. I have so much Halloween coming at you guys over the next several weeks. And then of course we're gonna be hopping right into Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's such an exciting crafting time of the year. So I don't want you to miss anything. I'm gonna have lots of free SVGs, lots of free printables. So just make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I will see you guys next week. And don't forget, the EasyPress Mini comes out in a couple of days. You're gonna find it first on Cricut.com, and then of course it'll be trickling into all your favorite craft stores. Okay, see you guys later.